How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another Highlander demo review. This is another demo from the Season 14 of ETF2L Premiership, which is the last season that I played in and the last season that my team ended up winning. And this is in fact a match from week 1. We've taken a look at a couple of different game modes already, and I thought it was time to look at Upward, which is a payload map. So we're just going to get on with it. This is just the setup time. We have 1 minute of setup time, roughly, and basically as a medic, which is the POV that we're going to be looking at, also talk about some of the other stuff as that we play as a team. But as a medic, just buffing up my players. There's really not much to do other than make sure that I get Uber in time. It looks like I'm stopping here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Just chilling out. We had pretty much our full roster. The only person we had different was we had Ubers playing on Soldier instead of Dima. Dima was our main for Season 14. Magically we got Boar and Carl playing Sniper and Heavy respectively. Don't be confused, but they did actually swap classes a couple of times during the game. So don't be surprised if you see their names differently. But yeah, getting ready now. You can see my engineer's just built. He's got that little dispenser there. Don't want to be near the dispenser though. It's very hard to avoid damage and avoid spam near the dispenser. But as you can see, I'm playing quite forward. I want to keep my sniper alive, and I want to make sure that my demo survives as well. Now I've been peed on. I don't want to be in this fight anymore because I'm going to take a hell of a lot of damage. You can see there, I ended up dropping, which is really bad. But basically, yeah. That P took a long time to get rid of, and I surfed the first rocket. I didn't see any more danger, but I didn't get the call from my team that there was gamers top right. So that didn't work out too well for us. I could have popped, but if I'd popped there and there was nothing top right, it would have been an absolute waste. But yeah. So now I'm playing quite passive. Now my team has told me to come back in. Everyone else seems to have survived and is doing well. Right now I need to keep my demo alive, and I want to keep my pyro alive, because those guys are the ones that are going to be able to not only do damage but prevent people from coming forward. As long as my demo is dealing damage top right, my pyro is alive, it's going to be very difficult for them to push into us quite deeply. So I'm playing close to the dispenser now because I want to keep everyone alive. You see Funds here, our scout? He keeps coming back to the dispenser for heals, and I'm just giving him a buff when I can. Scout is, obviously a class that usually on payload people say, oh, you push the cart and that's it. But it is so helpful. They can get so many frags. They can do so much work there. You see, I'm just arrowing my heavy there. I saw he was quite weak. I just want to give him an arrow and make sure he's up to enough HP to fight. Again, Funds comes up for a buff. So I do. I'm playing here because I want to get sniped. So I want to make sure my sniper's got buffs, and make sure that I'm nice and safe and I'm not going to get sniped or anything like that. Again, our scout comes for a buff. I just buff him when I get the opportunity. Sometimes someone will come up to you and ask for a buff, and if you're not in an opportunity to do it, don't give them a buff. Just say, I can't right now. I should be healing our pyro here, yeah, because he was quite weak. He gets the pack. But you can see this is quite a strong first hold. I wasn't sure if that was our spy or the enemy spy. Now I'm holding here because our sniper is quite far forward and our demo is far forward. Now our soldier's using the conch. In this situation, it's quite easy for me to get bombed or sniped if the sniper's top left, but because everyone else is so far forward, it allows us to be aggressive. But we lose a couple of players there. Two pretty crucial players. We lose our heavy and our pyro. I use here. I'm flashing my demo, and now it's time to take stock of the situation. Are we staying in or are we staying out? And then I think we get the call that, nope, we're losing this fight, so get out. Missed that arrow there. Missing another arrow there. But basically, we took a look at, press tab, get the scoreboard up, take a look at how many players are alive, and, then you can see, okay, do we stay into this fight or do we get out? Basically, because we traded Ubers, it's okay. We've got equal Ubers, so that's why we can do this forward hold, which is the forward hold that my team kind of tried to do, and I don't know, you can say invented, I guess, back in Season 9. It's basically, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is really weird for me. I think there was calls for heals here because there was a lot of people in tunnel. But I'm really not sure why I'm inside tunnel. This is a really, really odd decision from me. I get forced really close there, and then I get pushed away from the pyro, so this Uber is going to be trash. We do take down the pyro. But because now I know that they have Uber and I don't, I'm going away to reset because I want to have full HP. But this is a really bad situation. No idea that Soldier was there. He did that cheeky jump over the top, which takes down me and the engineer. So, not a very good situation for us there. I have no idea where I went into side tunnel. You should not be there. I started talking about the forward hold, didn't I? And then I didn't even kind of put that into practice. Maybe there was a call to go into side tunnel, but I'm not sure why. You know, looking back on it, we did that. It's very difficult to kind of analyse that when you don't have the calls. But hey, on to third point now. 4 minutes after first 3 points isn't too bad. My most important thing here is to keep my demo alive and my pyro alive and my sniper alive. Three things. Everyone else is good to stay alive, but they can be disposable to a certain extent. Our demo can just totally lock down this this ramp area. Our sniper can kill anything on top, bottom, and our pyro can reflect them back if there's an Uber coming in. Now they actually take down our pyro, so right now we have to be aware. I have to play a little bit more passive. You see I'm kind of holding a little bit further back because I know that without our pyro we're not going to be able to deny their Uber, okay? If they were kind of there we go. So we use the Uber here. I dropped my demo. That's really bad from me. Our pyro, our scout there, totally acceptable for him to be in the Uber, but I should have flashed him once and then gone straight back onto our demo because our demo was that weak. So you know, that's a mistake from me there. I should have kept our demo alive. Like I said, very important. Losing our scout there, he could have got a lot of kills, but it would have been a lot better to keep my demo alive. You can see I've got a very high sense on medic, so I spin around a lot just to make sure I don't get backstabbed. Now that I know the spy is dead, I don't have to really check my back too often. But you can see it's quite a shaky POV. I just can flick around quite a lot, and it allows me to be in a situation where I can check behind and then go back to what I was doing. Now we're really far forward here. That's because we took down the sniper. Their sniper died, so that allows me to stand in the open without worrying about being sniped, and allows our team, our combo, to move forward and take that space. But unfortunately we do lose our sniper, so we kind of have to back off there. It's all about taking space when you've got that space available to you, but then also backing off when it's not. Now this is really bad. This is really unfortunate. So our scout killed the enemy medic. Okay, so we basically had an Uber there. We heard that they were close, so we wanted to use the Uber, clear up the people on the cart, and clear up the people on the ramp. But then I get juggled over to the side, so that's really unfortunate. I get hit by that sticky. I'm trying my best to get the medigun to lock onto the frickin' scout there, and then I get sniped. Quite poor from us. I mean, maybe we should have played a little bit more passive, perhaps. I still felt that fight was winnable, but we were just losing people one by one. So, in a situation now where we have to hold last, but we held third for quite a long time. I'm going to wait for the time to pop up now. 7:28. Okay, so that's not super long. It's not brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. It's not brilliant. Now, the call was to come down here. As you can see, Boar. This is actually Carl, but he's tagged up as Boar. We did get a warning for that. But yeah, I don't know why we were in a situation of trying to hold on the choke. A questionable one, in my opinion. Not really what we usually do. Usually if we're at an Uber disadvantage, we hold top right in a passive hold. See, our engineer is getting his sentry, and this is where we'd like to hold. Our demo just jumps in and kills the sniper. Like, if your players are able to do that and take that space, that's the difference between a good team and a really great team. Normally we would just hold top right there and try to just dodge the sniper, but he just jumps in. Spy on me, and I'm yelling. And then I get killed by some random pipe span. Iron Bomber, of course. A lot of people dislike the Iron Bomber because of those rollers. As you can see here, not a great position again for us here. We spawn, me and my demo spawn at the same time. So our engineer's got level 3 up, and we've got our spam classes, we've got our soldier and our demo up top right, and our heavy. So our heavy can deny anyone who's jumping, and our soldier and our demo can spam that cart, making sure no one can actually try to get the cap time on. So they're going to have to use it, which they do. But I back off here, trying to keep people alive. We do lose a few players, but we are picking up some frags. I drop down here. And as you can see by the kill feed, we've picked up a lot of people, and finally we're able to do kind of this this regular or forward hold, whatever you want to call it. Now I'm getting a bit confused here because I don't want to be in this situation. I'm like, someone come top with me, please. I could have died to the sniper there. That was either miscommunication or a bit of kind of over-eagerness from some of our players. Like, we should have just got up top and consolidated that position. But our demo wanted to get aggressive, I guess, and he does kill the demo there. So sometimes it's good to get that forward pressure, but only if you've got support. And I maybe didn't feel comfortable in just being in a, just a me and our demo holding up top. So now we have Uber. Ideally, you want our demo and us watching this way, and our pyro watching backstairs. We're kind of doing it the opposite way right now because we don't have our heavy. Usually, a heavy on backstairs is very good because there's a lot of HP for them to dislodge. And I get absolutely destroyed there. I don't know how he got in there without him being called. I guess our pyro died. But yeah, Kunu just walks in and just gets that quick scope right onto me from point blank range. So I mean, you got to raise your hand sometimes and just say a good play is a good play. But he should never got into that position without being called. So again, we're at a disadvantage, and I'm still reeling from dropping. But no, see, now you can see here my demo, my demo, and my heavy. They're playing really far forward, and then there's a pause. So we'll try and skip through the pause. Okay, and we're back. Unfortunately, our engineer timed out there, and in all the confusion. There we go, I died. We had a level 3. That level 3, if that level 3 had survived, we would have easily have denied that demo jumping up, but unfortunately our NG timed out. And if you exit the server, whether it's through a disconnect or a timeout or anything, all of your buildings die. So unfortunately that level 3 was just removed from the game. So kind of unfortunate there, connection issues, giving the enemy team a bit of advantage. So basically we have to just buy as much time as we can now. Get in there, just jump on the cart, just throw damage down. Every second counts, So a couple of quick deaths, but it doesn't matter. So we buy a bit more time. 11:28. That's quite a fast time. Oh, sorry, it's quite a good time for us. We're happy if a team takes kind of double figures to cap. Then usually it's quite good for that defending team. So we're feeling confident that we can beat this time. Of course, in ETF2L, payload maps are played to a best of 3. So we have to win 2 out of the 3 to get the win, and have to win 2 without them winning a round to actually get maximum points. So now we're in the attacking phase, and pretty standard stuff. Just waiting in the setup time, talking about what we're going to do, farming some Ubers here and there. And basically, yeah, we're going to get our team into a good position and try to get some suicides going in. So send in our demo, send in our soldier. They'll jump in and just try and kill the medic or kill the sniper, kill the NG, something like that. I use another Uber there. Probably not recommended, seeing as I'm going to essentially be building Uber during the actual game. But so our sniper's going quite aggro already. He's walking out there. He wants to get some space for himself. A lot of the times you'll see snipers standing inside here. Looks like our heavy is AFK, but he's woken up now. But usually you see the sniper holding inside because he wants to get some free snipes. But But no, our sniper is quite aggressive. He wants to get out there as soon as he can. I'm not really getting any picks. You take a look at the kill feed. As a medic, that's what I do. Look at the kill feed. See what's happening. Has my team killed anything of note? If we kill a sniper, then we may be able to just go out and trade Ubers. If we kill the medic or force the medic, then hey, we can walk out and use our Uber advantage. But our cart's getting quite close. We've got Uber now. But I don't want to go out because the call hasn't been made from my team that we've killed anything of note. And sometimes that happens on this first point. It'd be quite frustrating as a medic. You want stuff to happen, but you can't really leave the spawn until your team's got something. I think the call's coming out. Yep, that we're coming out left side now. Ideally here I want to be Ubering on my Pyro and my Demo. I use quite early because the sniper's still alive. I don't want to get sniped. We do kill the Demo, which is a really good frag for us. And you see here, I've used the Uber, and now I'm backing off to a better position. Mistiming arrows. I have to kind of work out how to do those quick switches. But yeah, you see what happened there? Like, we got a Demo kill, we forced the Uber, we got good position, and then I back off. I'm really important as a medic. I need to survive. So I back off to a safe position and get into a scenario where my team can re-push with all of their respawns. We kind of walk over across the top and we lose a couple of players. This is good if we've got our sniper, because our sniper's pushing the back and he gets the medic kill. So now my key here is I want to survive. I want to be alive for this push. We have an Uber advantage. I'm going to make sure that I use this Uber advantage. Our sniper's just farming right now. He's just getting kills. And they're scared to kind of peek around the corner now. And we have Uber. This is a full Uber advantage. So we want to make sure that we actually use it. Now I'm like, Toast, is that you? It's not. He was like, no, it's not me. And that's when I have to tell my team to kill that enemy spy. So Boar, our sniper, kills the enemy sniper with an SMG but dies himself. So both snipers basically dying. It's kind of better for us because that means we get a bit of free space to walk up onto third. And see the heavy there. We have to dislodge him. Which we finally do kill him, but it takes a while. And I'm like, Funds, wake up, there's a spy on the cart. And then I have to use here. Take a lot of damage, and this is not a great Uber from us. We're basically trying to consolidate the best we can. We do get some decent kills, but I'm not getting too aggressive with my team. I maybe could have there, but I didn't feel comfortable based on my HP and everything else. And the enemy team's got respawns now. So, you know, they've got a bit of a solid hold on third now. Third is one of those holes that it's really hard to break if they do kind of get themselves entrenched. We had the momentum, and we kind of lost that momentum because we got forced in a bad position. So we've got the cart a little bit of the way. It's not up the first of the ramps yet. So now I'm just going to stay in house. I'm going to wait for my sniper to kill things. And there you go. He kills the Demo. He does die himself, but he killed the Demo. So a lot of spam removed from the field now. So, okay, we still have to be careful of the sniper. He's still going to headshot us, but it gives us space to do other things because, you know, the Demo's not spamming us. You can see the cart is being pushed a little bit. People can do that now because there's no spam from the Demo. So I have Uber, and we're going to go in now. And we managed to get quite deep in because the sniper's dead or he's not peeking, and we're just kind of all the way in. This is a really unorthodox Uber, but they've given us so much space that I'm going to do it. And I flash my Demo in just to get some damage down, but my Pyro just goes in. Sinrise just goes really deep. He gets in behind them, and you can see people are coming in from all angles. You're not all pushing in from the same area. Funds, our scout's coming from tracks. Our Heavy's coming in from shithouse. Me and the Pyro went in from the side. You know, everyone's just coming in from different angles. The enemy team doesn't know who to shoot. I get an arrow on the enemy Demo there, and Funds cleans him up. So that's really big. That should give us the momentum to... so the reason I went there is because our Demo asked for a buff because he was going to do some cheeky strats by going up the drop down, and then he dies. So it didn't really work. Might have been better to play it safe and just try and get some momentum. But there we go. We're losing a couple of players now. We just have to regroup. And the cart isn't actually pushed all the way where it should be. We want the cart to be kind of really far close into the choke area. I get backstabbed there. No idea where the spy came from. I felt I was okay there, but clearly I wasn't checking my back enough, and he gets me. So I'm not sure if that was a drop. I think it was. I'm not sure it was either that or 99%, but yeah. So basically now we have to regroup ourselves, not panic, and just work our way into pushing the last. We know the enemy team has charge. We need to deal with that. We need to remove it somehow. So we're sending some players in underneath to try and run up the stairs and maybe get the force on the medic. And then they use Uber behind us, which is really poor. It's really poor positioning because someone should have been watching this set of stairs here. If someone would have been watching those stairs, then they wouldn't have been able to walk out for free. But nobody was, and so they just Ubered in behind us. So it's really, really kind of poor positioning from someone on our team. I'm not sure who we had planned to be watching that area. I think it was Soldier or Pyro, I'm not sure. But basically, it's just a bit of a miscommunication there. But we do kill the medic. Our heavy killed the medic. And that means that we have an Uber advantage now. As you know, Uber advantage, you want to make use of it. You want to, actually get something done with it. We are losing a couple of players here. And it's not great because we shouldn't be losing players when we have an Uber advantage. But there we go. Our demo kills the Pyro and the medic. Just by rotating to where he needs to be. So now we want to push in. We want to come in with our Pyro, we come with our demo. We go in, probably shouldn't have got forced there. Maybe if I'd played a little bit more passive, I wouldn't have got forced. But at the same time, if I'd done that, our demo would have got killed. So now I'm focusing heals on the cart. A lot of teams don't do this, but we want to push the cart in. People can focus the spawn, but they're going to try and block the cart now. So if I focus heals on the cart, it really forces them to come and play on the cart with us. Really close, trying to cap, but then I get a headshot. Our Pyro pushes the heavy into the pit. And this is where things can get a little bit sloppy if everyone starts running in one by one. But we just overwhelmed them in the end. And that was the first round. So we ended up winning that first round quite comfortably in the end. We had a lot of time left over on the clock, like a few minutes. But as you can see, there were definitely quite a few mistakes. It was the first game of the season with a highly new roster. We had a Merc on Soldier. We'd never played with our Heavy before. So it was kind of a mix and match, but there was a second round, so we're moving on to that next. Right, we're into the second round now, and obviously if we win this one, we take the full 6 points. If we lose it, we have to go to a third round. And because we play ABBA, it means now we attack first. We're going to be pushing first, and then we swap sides, and then have to defend. So it's opposite to the round we just saw, and like I said, this was slightly new. We did have a combo that hadn't really played together much before. We had Uber's playing Soldier, which obviously he's one of the greatest Highlander soldiers ever, so it's a very good player to come in and Merc. But as we see the Putis parade in spawn, just to psych ourselves up. You need that morale. You need that morale to get your head into the game. Yeah, scripts and binds people have for the pre-game. But basically, I felt like we made a lot of mistakes there, but we won based just purely on our experience and our DM. The team that we were playing ended up getting relegated. They were one of the weaker teams over the course of the season. So, maybe against a more difficult team, we would have struggled. But I do know in the pre-game we played against some former champions, and we did actually beat them quite comfortably. So maybe people were just getting cocky in this game. I don't know. But as you can see, there were mistakes. That's what happens when you lose your concentration, if you're not focused or something like that. But taking a look at the kill feed now, I can see that our soldier killed the sentry. And that's really good because it's going to mean the engineer has to kind of build up that sentry. You also get to snipe onto the demo. So no demo, no sentry. That gives us so much space to actually do something. But I don't want to leave yet. If I walk out now, I could get sniped. Our team is getting a lot of kills, getting a lot of ground and stuff like that. Our spy's taken down the teleporter. No teleporter means their respawns aren't going to be coming anytime soon. So now I'm coming out left side. I think they're being pushed out. So we can just walk in now. We have this Uber. I've taken in on the pyro they use. I really want my demo to be in, to come in somewhere, but I'm not sure where he is. Maybe the call was to not do that, but yeah, I mean, this was shortly after the Jungle Inferno update, of course, where pyro was extremely strong when it comes to damage. I stayed back there. I gave my pyro a buff, and he went forward and he killed the enemy pyro and did stuff like that. Our heavy giving a sandwich to the teleporter for some reason. But we get to pick on the sniper, so now we can walk over the top quite comfortably. That arrow could have saved my soldier, but you know, you miss the shots you don't take, or whatever it is. You miss the shots you do take, but you miss the shots, whatever. And now all we want to do is just hold this area here. We don't want to go through this doorway because then the spawns could kill us quite easily. We just want I just tanking my demo with as much heals as I can, so he can just keep spamming in this area, put sticky traps down, and make sure he can, you know, block off this area. Now I buff up my sniper because I hope he wins the sniper battle, but he doesn't. And everyone else starts to go forward and dies. So I'm kind of like, okay, we won second, but you know, we lost a lot of people, so we've lost momentum. So now I have to wait for the respawns. This is probably not the best place to hold. I'm jumping around because I don't want to get backstabbed. I want to be aware of my surroundings. But ideally I should have been in a better position. We want to take this Uber, and we used the Uber really early here. I think I was worried about sniper or something like that. They use the Uber. We're just trading Ubers. While we do this, this buys time for our players on the cart to push, you know, push the cart basically. Trying to fight the spy, but there's literally nobody around me to help me out. What I needed was a little bit more damage to win that. So yeah, I mean, we managed to push the cart a bit further, which is, you know, it's better than nothing. But, you know, in an ideal world, you know, we'd want a little bit more out of that Uber exchange. We just weren't in a good position in the post-Uber fight. Like, when you're coming in with an Uber, as a medic, but also as your team, you want to know, after this Uber's worn off, and so is our enemy Uber worn off, are we going to be in a position to fight this and win? Now, people start trying to focus the car here, and maybe I could have brought heals round to them, but I just wasn't feeling comfortable with the amount of damage that was going down. So I'm staying in the house. That could have been seen as a bait, but I'm not sure if it was cool if we wanted to go there or not. It is quite a useful thing to push cart with heals. We do kill the sniper, so that means I'm going to venture a bit more forward now. I'm feeling a bit more comfortable because it means I'm not going to walk to this area here and get instantly killed, which is what happens when there's a sniper. I'm at 99%. Here we go. We do have Uber. We know they have Uber, and we're just going to go into them. We want to get into them, and you can see we're controlling this area now. This is our area, and now I'm backing off. Wasn't sure if that was a spy or not. Our engineer should probably have been on the cart, which is probably why I was a bit confused. But now we're in a position to fight. Both teams' Ubers have worn off. Now we're in a position where we can follow up. And you can see they're getting a few kills here and there, but we're in such a good position holding the high ground that we managed to win it. And I'm like, demo, there's a soldier behind. And a spy kills me. I felt like I was abandoned there. I should have maybe just instinctively gone straight towards the cart and healed our scout and maybe, you know, given him some buffs or whatever. And then we could have pushed forward. It's a bit of a silly death, but a bit of an unnecessary one. I was talking about how great we were and how we managed to, you know, take hold of the forward ground, but then we didn't regroup afterwards. You really want this kind of combo of your demo and your pyro, especially on this map, to be going together as a unit. That is pretty much Highlander on payload and maps like Steel and stuff like that. Walk together as a unit, you know, and those guys can do the damage and take the space. So we get a backstab onto the sniper. That's going to buy some space. I'm buffing everyone here, but our sniper needs heals. I should be healing him because he's the guy that can get a really big pick here. The fact that the enemy sniper was dead means he doesn't need that much heals. I'm trying to keep my heavy alive. I land a couple of arrows. And you see, because he's running the Fist of Steel, he actually survives that because he's just tanking damage. We do have Uber now. Question is, where are we going to take the Uber? Looks like we're going to go in from main, which is a questionable decision for me. We do kill the demo. Did we kill the medic? I don't think so. I think the medic got in, but there we go. We take down the demo and the sentry, and then I get sniped. But yeah, like you saw there, I was just rotating heals towards cart because we managed to take down the sentry and take down the demo. Those are the two best classes at blocking the cart. Okay? Everyone else has to pretty much get close to the cart to do it. So that's why I start to rotate heals towards the cart, so anyone who's taking damage on the cart can push quite easily. But then obviously I got sniped, but it doesn't matter because my team was just, following the call and doing well. So now we're on the defensive phase. Like I said, if we win this round, then we took the full points. 6 minutes and 10 seconds. That's a fairly decent pushing time. Quite happy with that, and we feel comfortable that we can hold it for that time, seeing as we held for over 11 minutes in the previous round. So we're just going to set ourselves up the same way we did before. Looks like our heavy's using the Brass Beast. This is a strat I've seen some heavies use on Upward First. It does mean that you're pretty much guaranteed to die because you can't escape very easily, but you become an almost anti-aircraft gun. But then it looks like Carl wants to do a Carl play, which usually involves him standing in a weird position and dying, but usually getting a kill or something like that. So again, holding forward here, healing my sniper, making sure he's in a good position, making sure my demo and my pyro, are able to spam down and deny access to the top area. That top area, see again, I get bombed, get peed on again. That's why I'm holding so far back, and then I drop again. Didn't learn my lesson from the first round. I guess I felt I was safer because I was further back. But the demo just doesn't get killed quickly enough, so he gets so far forward. So not great, but we do kill pretty much every player other than the enemy medic. So in doing that, and Carl survives. So Carl with the Brass Beast hiding forward manages to kill them. So now they have an uber advantage. We know that, and we should be playing accordingly. That's why I'm healing my pyro. He's the dude, he's the guy that can deny it, and he does it brilliantly. He just air blasts them away and then actually manages to kill the demo once the uber's over. Now our heavy is starting to walk forward. I've got to be careful here because I'm peed on again, or maybe it's just the screen screwing up because of the demo. But my heavy running the Brass Beast means he's going to be a bit more difficult to get out of the fight. I don't really want him there. I take a pipe, and now I'm like, dude, I'm leaving you. I'm going to arrow you, but I got to get out of here. And he does, in fact, get picked off, and we lose our sniper as well. So now I'm in a situation where it's like, okay, we're going to use our uber aggressively. That was the call. We get really far forward. The medic is there, and the medic does die. I don't get out quickly enough. Oh, no, I do get out quickly enough. Here I should be running away. Here I should just be out of the fight. I hear the sap, and obviously that means that I know that there's a spy. I should have really got all the way out there, I think. Sometimes if you're... Nice air shot there from Ubers onto the spy. If you're on the team and you've died, and you see that your team is not in a good position, usually it's very helpful. It's helpful to tell them, hey, guys, by the way, you're 2 up, And they're like, oh, damn, there's only 2 of us alive? Okay, then we need to run away. So we're trying to contest second here, but it's a mistake. This is not a good decision from us because we're losing players. We lost our demo, so it's going to be very difficult for us to deny them coming up the hill. I'm trying to tank my scout here, tanking just keeping the heals on him so he can, try to win the fight. But there's just too many players there, and it's very difficult for him to do that. So I'm kind of weak. I probably should have gone and pick up the pack. Should be in this situation, CJ. What are you doing? There we go. Getting away to the resup just to get some HP. I wasn't getting myself nervous there. This is a very passive hold on second, and usually if you're in a situation like this and you don't have Uber to kind of deny it, then you should be getting ready to back out to third anyway. It's a really poor position because you just give up so much free space. You pretty much allow their sniper free reign, and they basically Uber right on your doorstep. You see, Boar is now on the classic. Never a man to take things seriously. And the call is to use the Uber, but we lose like our demo. So really poor kind of coordination from us there. You know, I shouldn't have dropped the demo, but I guess we were all just cluttered up and I didn't see, or, you know, partly my mistake and partly my team's mistake. And everyone else starts getting picked off. So what was looking like a really good time is now starting to look a little bit kind of edgy, as we've got just over 2 minutes to go. And we're on third. We haven't got a decent setup here either. But as long as we play what we did before, it should be fine. At this point now, I think I was saying to Carl and Boar, like, can you run normal weapons now, please? Thank you. But yeah, we're at 85%, so we've got an Uber. That should buy us more time on this point, but still, there's enough time in this game for another 2-3 Ubers, potentially. I used my Uber there because I'm worried. I think I just got panicked that because I dropped my demo earlier on, that I was going to drop him again. So I kind of used the Uber, and then the spy gets the backstab, and they're running the vaccinator right now. So they know things are kind of a little bit clutch, I guess, and they need to make a big play. And somehow, just from the benefit of, you know, running the vaccinator and having those kind of invulnerability bubbles, or resist bubbles, I should say, they're able to push us quite far. And now it's like, okay, what was looking like a really good time is starting to look a little bit, you know, edge of the seat moment. They've captured third. We've just got over a minute to go. So basically, we need to get an Uber, and we should be able to hold this. And good kill there from our demo. Takes down the heavy. So that's just going to buy us a little bit more time, a bit more space. But our demo does die. So now I'm like, okay, guys, hold top, please, with me. I'm going to give our sniper a buff because I feel he's going to be pretty crucial, him staying alive. But nobody is up top with me. And this is where, you know, I could have had an Uber. I'm at 60%. I would have had an Uber right now if I'd had someone with me healing. So this is really poorly healed by me, but also there's no one with me playing up the top. And you see how close the car's getting. Our time's here on the car. Our engineer's sentry goes down. I have to heal my demo. Healing him will help take the P off at least. But also he needs time, and then bam, I get a headshot. And I would have had an Uber there. And in the end, it's just a DM fest. Everyone's kind of collapsing on the cart because they need to. So we just do exactly the same. And we know they have to physically be on the cart to cap. So we just counter it. We just shoot, you know, we just focus our damage on the cart. And they're unable to get the cap. But there we go. Not very well played by my team, I feel. Lots of mistakes that I can point out there. And hopefully that means that you can take a look at that and not make the same mistakes when you play Upward, when the next Highlander season rolls around. But obviously you get an idea of what you should be doing in positions like that, where you should be positioning yourself as a medic, and of course what you should be doing as a team in general on the map. But thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this. I will be covering more maps from this season in the future. I'm not sure what we do next. Maybe we'll take a look at CP Steel. Who knows? Thank you for watching, guys. Comments as always. I will try to respond and read, and I'll see you next time.